What is up, amazing, beautiful people? Welcome back to another LSPDFR tutorial. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer here, and folks, I have a nice little treat for you. As you may have seen in my last video, my ELS lighting, my Radiance V lighting was reacting a little weird to my reshade and E&B graphic mods I put in, especially at nighttime. It was making my whole screen fluctuate between bright and dark, and it was real weird, real harsh on the eyes. So I thought I was going to have to remove my graphic mods and reinstall them, but thankfully I was talking with Paul G in my Discord today, and he explained to me the lighting mods that Benzo uses, and he told me what they were, and he says he uses them and never went back to Radiance. So I said, you know what, I went to Benzo's mod list and I checked them out and I installed them, and folks, wow, okay, they're absolutely amazing. All right, and while I explain it, let's fire up our OpenIV. You will need ELS, okay, and we're gonna, even though I have an ELS video, I'm gonna show you how to install ELS in this video. In case you don't have ELS in, we're gonna go from that right to the lighting mods, and what we're going to be installing is ELS, and then increased environmental lighting and better radiance. Okay, these three mods, guys and gals, we are going to do an in-game showcase, and I have to show you this lighting. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so thank you to Paul G. Big shout out to Paul G, and a big shout out to Benzo for putting his mods and stuff out there for all of us to use. If big names like him are using it, it's got to be good. And folks, I tested it out and they are great. Okay, so let me just always make sure I'm recording, because I always make that mistake. Alright guys, so first thing we want to do is double click that emergency lighting system link down below. Everything will be in order of how we're going to download it. It's going to bring you to this page here, emergency lighting system 1.05. Go ahead and click that download this file, agree and download, and you're going to want the 1.05. Alright, so download that, and mine will download down here, or it'll pop it up over here automatically. Yeah, it's going to download here. So once it's done being downloaded, I like to open it, get rid of that purchase me box, and then minimize it so it's tucked away right there. Alright, go ahead and click the next link, the increased environmental lighting. That's going to be version 1.1.2. Alright, go ahead and download this file, and same thing, I think this one is going to pop it up right over here once it's done being downloaded. And boom, yeah, sure enough. So we're going to close out of that and minimize the WinRAR, and finally go ahead and download the Better Radiance link, or click it and down, and this is going to be Better Radiance 2.0.0. Go ahead and download this file. Now we're going to need two files in here, folks. Alright, you are going to need the Better Radiance Taxi Metro Train Bus Brightness Fix, so download that. And what you want to do is you want to wait for the download to start or finish if it pops it up over here. Yep, it's going to pop it up over there. I don't know why my WinRAR started doing that not too long ago. So I'm going to minimize this WinRAR, and then we're going to hit back. And then we're going to click download. Oh, I hate when it does it. I almost clicked the ad. We're going to click download this file again, and we're going to want the main one. So we just downloaded the Taxi Metro Fix. Now we want the 2.0.0, the main file, so go ahead and download that. And like I said, we're going to go through everything right now, folks, okay? Might be a little lengthy, but trust me, okay? Trust me. I'll go quick, but I don't like to go too quick, because, I know there's people out there like I used to be that, they need you to really talk them through it. And that's fine. That's cool. That's why I'm here. All right? So we're all set with our web browser. We have 4 files down here that we need, okay? And first thing we're going to want to do is open up your main directory. And for Steam users, this is the pathway you want to take. You're going to do local disk C, and then you're going to go to program files times 86, Steam, Steam apps, and common. Folks, please listen to me when I say you want to back up your file, okay? We are going to be working with OpenIV, okay? And there's no way to once you put in that visuals visual settings.dat, it's really hard to reverse that, okay, guys? So what you're going to want to do is go to the file that you're going to install it in, right click it, copy it, come down here, left click, right click, paste. All right, once you do that, it's going to start making a copy of this. All right, it can take up to 20 to 30 minutes, but can save you hours of time in the long run. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. All right, folks. All right, so go ahead and double click the file that you're going to put it in. All right, double click that. Now what we want to do here is for those that need ELS, that do not have ELS yet, this is what you're going to want to do. Go ahead and bring up your ELS 1.05 WinRAR. All right, for those that already have ELS, just wait a minute and then we'll get to the next install. You're in your main directory front page. I like to call this the front page. Make sure you got your buffer zone here. If your file explorer is all tight like that, where you have no buffer zone, don't do that. Let's drag this baby out just a little bit. So you got a nice little buffer zone here. See how it doesn't select any of those folders? You want that buffer zone, guys. All right. Over in your ELS WinRAR, go ahead and double click installation files, double click Grand Theft Auto, and this is what you want. You want to highlight all 4 of these files. You do not need that top one. You want these 4 right here, guys. Okay. You're going to left click it, drag it to that buffer zone, and drop it in there. I'm not going to do it because I already have it. All right, once you drop it in there, you'll have an ELS folder now, and you will now have the INI, ASI, and the Advanced Hook V .dll, which is right here. Okay. Once you do that, you are all set with the ELS WinRAR. You can go ahead and exit out of that. Now, while we have our main directory front page here, keep it right here. Go down to your, go ahead and bring up the increased environmental lighting. Okay. Now what this is somebody adjusted their ELS INI file to make it brighter, the range longer, and trust me, it's beautiful. Okay. So go ahead in the increased environmental lighting WinRAR, double click that. And what you're going to want is there's bright but reduced traffic advisor, reduced range. Okay, we don't want that. What you want is the brighter version. This one right here, guys. Dead smack in the middle. It might be somewhere different for yours, but if you want the full effects of this mod, of this INI file, go ahead and pick the brighter one. Okay, double click brighter, and it tells you right there. If you want increased effects, use this one. And trust me, you want this one. This ELS INI, it is going to overwrite your current ELS INI. Now, let me explain something to you. Okay, so right here in our main directory, front page, we're still right here. All right, you got your buffer zone. Left click that ELS INI, drag it to that buffer zone, and drop it. All right, now once you do that, if you go into your ELS INI, you are going to see ELS traffic control on is set to false, which is good, because if you ever notice when you hit your horn or your back button while exiting out of your CAD system, your CompuLite, you notice the people you have pulled over, your suspects or whatever, will drive in a straight line until they hit something. It's a pain in the ass. So you want this set to false regardless, okay? So we can exit out of that. We are all set with the increased environmental lighting. All right, so we can exit out of that. And folks, I believe we are all set with our main directory. Go ahead and hit that refresh button and exit out of that. And let's go ahead and bring up our WinRAR or our OpenIV. All right, let's bring that right here. And first we want to bring up the better Radiance 2.0.0. Okay. Now, we need to go to our visual settings.dat. Now I have mine saved right here. All right, but this is the pathway that you're going to want to take so that you can get there. And for those that don't have it saved, here's the pathway you want to take. You want to go to mods, double click update, update.rpf, common, and data. And there it is right there, folks. Visual settings.dat. All right. So now that we're here, make sure your edit mode is on. If you want your edit mode to come on every time you open up your OpenIV, go to Tools, go to Options, and right here under Default Work Mode, drop it down. Yours will say Read Only. Just click Edit, and then Close Out. Okay? That way, every time you go into your OpenIV, your edit mode will always be on. Thank you, Criminal Justice, for that. Over here in your WinRAR, your Better Radiance 2.0 WinRAR, double-click the Better Radiance 2.0.0. All right, and let's see. Yes, you want the Better Radiance plus the Bright Day Police Lights. Okay, there's your visual settings.dat. All right, again, you want your Better Radiance plus Bright Day Police Lights. You don't want Better Radiance normal. All right, you want this one right here. Double click that. There's your visual settings.dat, folks. All right, so what you're going to do with this now, I think, and I'm almost certain on this, one thing before we switch this in here, go to your desktop, right click, create a new folder. Call it original visual.dat. All right, just like that, original visual.dat. Trust me, folks, just do this. Okay, then you're going to left click your visual settings.dat, drag it to that folder, and drop it in there. Okay, just drag it right into that folder, drop it in there. You just backed up whatever visual settings.dat you have. So if you go into your game and you don't like the way this looks or whatever, which I doubt, because trust me, it looks amazing, you can always go back to this pathway. Okay, mods, update, update.rpf, common data, and open up this original visual.dat folder and drop your visuals.dat file back in here, and you'll go back to the way your game was before you installed this. Okay, after you did that, let's go ahead and put the new one in there. So in your Better Radiance 2.0, left click that visual settings.dat right in here and drop it, folks. If your folder says compressed and encrypted, once you drop this in, it'll look just like this. It'll just say compressed. If it doesn't, don't worry, it took. Okay, and if you have that little black circle with the line through it, that means your edit mode's not on. Okay, go ahead and click that edit mode. All right, so once you left click that and drop it in, we are all set with this WinRAR. Yep, we're all set with this. So let's exit out of that. Now let's double click our mods folder real quick. Okay, let me get rid of this because I already have mine saved. And if you guys will just give me, let me move all my garbage out of the way here. What I want to do is I want to be able to have the pathway for our next files here. Okay, so now let's bring up the last WinRAR, which is going to be the taxi, metro train, and bus fix. Now when you install these mods and you go into your game, whether it's daytime or nighttime, those taxi lights, I just did a tutorial on how to fix the taxi lights. This one comes with it. Okay, so the taxi lights will be very, very bright. Okay, but this person added those fixes into this mod, which is great. Okay, but what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to this pathway right here. Very simple, guys. You're going to want to click mods, times 64E. If you do not have times 64E over here, just go ahead and click it here, and it's going to ask you, do you want to show it? Go ahead and click show in mods folder. Okay, once you do that, it will be available right here. All right, so mods, double click times 64E, levels, gtav, and vehicles.rpf. All right, guys, so we are right in our main vehicles here. These are all the vehicles that are in Grand Theft Auto, okay? We're going to be working with the YTD files, so you're going to want to scroll pretty far down to get to the YTD, your texture dictionary, okay? All right, over in the WinRAR, better Radiance, double click that, double click it again, and you want to go to fix files. All right, now here is your fix files. First, we want the taxi. Okay, so double click taxi, and you're going to see taxi detail or taxi signs, taxi signs 2.png. Go ahead and drag that up to your desktop. Okay, there it is, right up there on your desktop. All right, then go back, and is there? Okay, yes, there is. All right, so double click your Metro train, and there's the Metro train lead sign 128.png. Drag that up here, drop that up there. All right, let's go back, go to bus, double click that, Metro bus lead sign, well, LED sign. Drag that to your desktop, drop it up there. All right, and lastly, we want Airbus. All right, double click that, Airbus LED design. I keep saying LED design. Drag that to your desktop and drop that. All right, we have the taxi, Metro, Metro bus. Well, we have the Metro train, Metro bus, Airbus. All right, once we have all four of these on our desktop, you can exit out of this WinRAR. And now we have our OpenIV, and we are ready to fix these very bright signs. First thing we want to do is go to taxi, YTD. Again, we're going to be kind of far down here, guys. It's all alphabetized. Taxi.ytd right there. Double click that. All right, and what you're going to want, taxi signs 2, okay? Taxi signs 2. Click this once. Now mine is already darkened. You can see that it's already darkened. So I don't need to put this in, but I'll show you guys how to do it. Yours is going to be bright, okay? It'll look normal. Go ahead and click replace. Over here, it's going to bring up your file explorer. Click desktop, and you're going to want to scroll till you see taxi signs 2. Again, all alphabetized. Taxi signs 2. Click it. Make sure it says taxi signs 2 right here, and just click open. Once you click open, you'll see the sign will go dark. Okay, it'll look dark just like this. That's what you want. Okay, once you got that, go ahead and click save. All right, once you click save, it's going to exit out back to right here, which is what we want. Now let's go ahead and right click taxi signs and delete that so we don't confuse ourselves with the rest of them. All right, next let's go to Airbus. All right, so we want the Airbus YTD. Again, all alphabetized. So let's go up to A. There it is, Airbus YTD. All right, double click that, and Airbus lead sign. All right, so which one of these is the, oh, right here, Airbus LED sign. All right, so the LSIA, okay, Airbus LED sign, that's the one we want to switch. Now this one I haven't fixed yet, so you can see how it's bright right here. Let's go to replace, and again, desktop, and we're looking for the Airbus. There it is right there, Airbus LED sign. Click it, make sure it says Airbus LED sign there. Now once I click open, boom, you see it go dark like that? That means it worked, guys. Go ahead and click save. All right, now let's get rid of the Airbus LED. All right, and next we're gonna go to Metro bus. So again, alphabetized. We're gonna look for the M Metro. Actually, I only see Metro train. Huh. I wonder what the Metro bus is. Well, let's do the Metro train, okay, since we see it right here. Metrotrain.ytd, not the plus high.ytd. We just want the Metrotrain.ytd. Double click that. And where's the LED sign? Right there, guys. Metro Train LED sign right here, _128. Click that. There's your Los Santos sign, and go to replace, and we're gonna get go to desktop, and we're gonna go to Metro Train, not Metro Bus, Metro Train lead sign underscore 128. Click it so it says it down here, and open. Boom. See how it went dark like that? Go ahead and click save. All right, so we can get rid of the Metro Train one. Alright, now I just don't know where that Metro bus is. I don't, it's not here. Let me just make sure there's no other bus up here. Alright, yeah, it just says bus, which we already did. Okay, so the Metro bus, I don't know if you guys can find it. It's the same steps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you know what? I'll set this one off into my folder over here, so I have it for safekeeping. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and click that edit mode. We are all set with OpenIV. Exit out of this. Now it's a really good idea right now to go ahead and restart your computer. Whenever you put in new stuff like this in OpenIV, especially visual mods, go ahead and restart your computer, guys, okay? You're gonna be thankful you did, or else your game might crash 2 to 3 times when starting it up, okay? If your game crashes 6, 7, 8 times or keeps crashing, you did something wrong and you want to revert back, whether it's by going back to your copy GTA folder like I showed you, or replacing your visual.dat folder file like I showed you. Okay, so I showed you 2 ways to back up your stuff. All right, guys. I'm sorry if you just follow the way I did it and everything will be great. All right, guys and gals. So restart your computer. I'm gonna restart mine, and then I will see you in the game. I cannot wait for you to see this lighting system. All right, I will see you in there. All right, guys and gals, so here we are in the game, and as you can see, I have it on clear sunny day and high noon. Okay, the brightest time of the day in Grand Theft Auto. And let's go ahead and turn on these lights just so you can see how bright they are during the daytime, guys. All right, look at that. This is during the day with these new mods in, okay? I mean, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy, okay? Now, let's go ahead and let's drop it to nighttime. All right, we're gonna go to evening. So here we are, it's nighttime. And it's better environmental lighting. So the lighting on everything is not over the top. You could see the lighting on the headlights of the car, how it's got that little hue to it, okay? But that is nothing. Let's take a look at these ELS lights. All right, there you go there. I mean, just look at that. And there's stage 2. And let's pop stage 3. Look at that lighting system, y'all. Oh my gosh, it is, and this is on point. I mean, the police cars around where I live have, look at the hooker running. They always go running when you turn on that stage 3. But it's pretty spot on. The police cars around where I live, you will see their lights bouncing off of houses for blocks before you actually see the car. But just looking at the vehicle itself and how they just pop, I mean, just look at that, you know? And like I said, we go to noon and they're well, obviously they're not reflect, but they still reflect off of the building. Okay, you can see that building over there, you could still see them reflecting, you know, and you could see them reflecting off of this house here. So it's a must-have, in my opinion. I will never go back to Radiance V ever again unless it's updated to look better than this. But this is like the caviar of ELS right here, guys and gals. No lie. We're gonna wrap it up there. because if I stay too long inside my game with these graphic mods, it takes forever to upload it, and I want to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. Please check out all the links down below. It'll keep you busy for hours. If you're new here and you liked what you saw, go ahead and please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that bell so that you know when new tutorials are added, plus patrols, plus live streams, giveaways, vlogs, meet the gamers, just all sorts of stuff. I promise you will not be disappointed if you become a Jeffrey Gamer. And just a reminder that we do have the new membership that has all sorts of perks, ranging from badges to shoutouts to live streams with Jeffrey Gamer and Jeffrey Gamer merch discounts. So definitely check that out, and support your boy Jeffrey Gamer and get something back out of it, you know. I think it's pretty great. So again, thank you, Paul G. I appreciate this, brother. I'm so happy for this. I am so happy about this. Until next time, guys, be safe, be healthy, be positive. Follow the rules and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is out.